So welcome students. So today we are just going to discuss the question answer part of the chapter that was a spreadsheet. Already we have gone through the chapter. Practically we have seen how everything works. So today let us just discuss the question answer part. So the first part of the chapter, the first session was how to use the auto sum. Now auto sum is a feature which is a automatic calculation feature, and using this particular formula we can automatically calculate the certain do certain calculations, isn't it? So this was the auto sum feature. So let us switch straight away to the fill in the blank. So dash of formula is one of the most powerful features of electronic spreadsheet. So the answer to this is, children, that is automatic calculations. So they have just asked about the feature and not the name of the feature. So automatic calculations is one of the of formulas is one of the most important features of electronic spreadsheet. Okay, and what is the name of the feature that we have learned? That is AutoSum. Okay, so if you really go for the question 2, and that is over here, I've picked from here itself, and this is the word file. So everything is ready. So dash is used for adding the values given in cells automatically without writing the formula. Okay, so the answer to this is auto sum. Okay, auto sum is used for adding values given in cells automatically without writing the formula. So that is the auto sum feature. Then auto sum option is available under dash group. Which group? That is the editing group. Okay, auto sum feature is available under the editing group. You can just locate that particular part. I'll just see to it. So it's I might be at the top. Okay, so you can display, that is rules. Let me just try to locate it. Okay, we have come to the next part, I guess, and this was the thing. So AutoSum option is available in dash group under the home tab. So the answer to this is, it might be somewhere over here. That is AutoSum is adding automatically without writing the formula. That was the second question. And editing group, so this is the, okay, so auto sum option available under editing group. So that is where the part is, just to show you that it's all correct. So that's the third one. Then the fourth one was auto sum automatically selects values around the cell, either that is horizontally or vertically. Okay, that we can do it. So that was the first part. Then we have learned about the conditional formatting, how to format cell, how to give different colors to the cell depending on certain values. That is what we have learned. Now let us just go through the fill in the blanks, and that is over here. Dash conditional formatting allows you to, now there is some mistake out here, and they have actually given the answer. Okay, this is dash allows to change the formatting, and I made the changes out here, children, so please write it from here. Dash allows you to change the formatting, and that is conditional formatting. Okay, and the second one was conditional formatting is available under dash group, and over here they have straight away given the answer, that is the styles group. There is a mistake, so you can write this is the styles group in home tab. Okay, so that was about the conditional formatting. Then about, we have learned about how to hide, unhide, freeze the rows, columns. So what happens is, fill in the blanks, when you freeze a row, dash remains constant. That particular row, if you freeze a row, that particular row is going to remain constant. I know we have discussed this previously also, but still, okay, this is a final copy, so once again we are going through it. So that was the row. And freeze panes option is available dash group in the tab, that is the Windows group in dash tab, that is a view tab. Okay, so we are in the MS Word itself, and that is the view tab, under the view tab, and we have the Windows view. Okay, so that is the answer. And then the third is the pane are formed where your dash is placed, where your cursor is placed. Okay, so the answer to this is cursor. Then let us move forward. How to set the page breaks is what we had learned, how to apply breaks. So that was the question, that is fill in the blanks. To insert a dash, what to insert? To insert a vertical page break, select the row below where you want to insert the page break. Okay, so for inserting a vertical page break, we need to select the row below where you want to insert the page break, and to select to insert a horizontal page break, select the column. So for vertical page break, insert the row, and for the horizontal page break, you have to insert select the column. Okay, so that's the answer. That these are the two answers for it, children. And then we have the third, that is the breaks option is available under dash group, that is page setup group. Okay, page setup group. If you really want to see all these, children, you can really go to the VR in Words itself, right? So the breaks option is available under the group, that is page setup group. And this is like the breaks is like but this is the current version that we are working with. So these are, page break is also under the pages. Okay, because this is the latest version, this is a 2016 version that I'm working with. Certain options might be different. So that is the answer, but as far as the book is concerned, this is the answer for your exam point of view. Okay, but that's based on the previous version that we have. To return to the normal view after you finish working with the page breaks, you need to click dash in the dash group. So you need to click on the workbook views, and in the view, that is workbook view, in the view group under the view tab. There is some confusion, just a minute. Okay, to return to the normal view, let me just find this. There is certain problem, I guess. Okay, oh, it's over here. So to return to the normal view after you finish working, you can see it out here, children. To return to the normal view after you finish working with the page breaks, click normal in the work view groups. So that is click normal, okay, in the work. Okay, so this is the answer. And under the workbook view group under the view tab. Okay, so this is the answer. It's over here, you can see it. I just attract it over here. Okay, so let's move forward then. That was the first four questions, first four fill in the blanks. And then we have learned about how to set the page layouts, and we have three fill in the blanks for that. And that is, spreadsheet software provides various page layout options for organizing pages using the dash view, that is workbook views. Okay, that is the first answer. That is let me just recheck this one under the workbook view. Okay, okay, the page layout option is under workbook views group on the view tab. So the question was in the organizing pages using dash view. So okay, so that's fine, workbook views group on the view tab, so it's okay, workbook view. Okay, then the second one was margins option is available under dash group. Which group? That is page setup group in the layout tab. Okay, straightforward. And then the third one was, the two types of page orientation are, children, it's very simple, portrait and landscape. We have worked many a times with this. Okay, so these are the two page orientation that is under, maybe go to insert, acha, layout. Also we have page orientation, portrait and landscape. It is out here. Okay, then we have the next part, that was about the managing workbook views. So please understand, there are two questions that you have to write. Five types of views available in the spreadsheet is the normal view, page layout view, page break preview, custom views, and full screen. So these are the 5 views under the spreadsheet, and these are the views, different views. That is, there are 5 types of, so these are the 5 types of views, and these are the views, children. That is the normal view, page layout, and this is same thing that they have given the answer for it, I mean just a definition for it. Okay, so these are the normal view, page layout, and everything. Okay, that's okay. So and then one more thing. Okay, there was a question answers. Okay, it's not for this, I guess. Maybe possibly the question can come if we have the paper pen exam in the future, so you have to give some around 5 different types of views, and then you have to, or the question can be defined the normal view or the page layout view, page break preview. So you can just write this definition. Such kind of question can come if we have a paper pen exam in the future. So let us switch to the fill in the blanks. The different types of views are available under dash view tab, and that is um, that is the workbook views. Okay, this is also workbook views. Let me just see. Under views we have, okay, different types of views are available. Let me just check this one. That is different types of views. Okay, different types of views are under dash in the view tab. Okay, in the view tab we have to go, and that is views, children, not a, okay, only views. Okay, just gives in the view tab. So this you can just make view. Pages. I'm doing something else over here. It is different types of views are under available. That is, if you go to views and then we have views. Okay, so this is the answer, that is views. Then okay, over here the fill in the blanks, different types of views, and it is also in the form of a fill in the blanks, normal view and page layout. Okay, while pasting there is some problem. Normal view, page layout, page break preview, custom views, and full screen. Okay, then the third is dash. The dash helps you to view a selected area, that is children custom views. Okay, that is the definition, that is custom views. You can see custom views if you let me just, okay, zoom it. If you would like to view selected area of document, you can use the custom view option. So that is custom views. Then let us go for the next fill in the blanks, and that is, this is done, and we are over here. Okay, so this is the fill in the blanks. Assigning names to cell in the worksheet help you to dash. It is very simple actually, locating specific cell. So if you give names to the cell, it will help us to locate the cell. Okay, so that is locating specific cells. That's the first, and the second one was the define name option is available under dash group. That is a define names group in the dash tab, that is formulas tab. Okay, now this is we don't have that tab out here, but this is the current version that we are working with. Okay, so you need to understand this. So the answer is define names and formulas, and if I really want to locate that, the define name option is available under, okay, let me just try to locate that. You can see it's over here. To select define name under define names group in the formulas tab. Okay, so that is the correct answer, children, do not worry. Okay, then next is we are going to go for, okay, we have done with this. Then how to create and modify charts is what we have learned, and we have around okay, please go through this, children. Different types of charts, This is the kind of a question that can be asked in the exam, that is bar chart, column chart, line chart, pie chart, area chart, and XY, that is a scattered chart. These are the different types of charts and the different types of elements of the chart. So that is a chart area of the chart, plot area, data points, horizontal and vertical axis, legends, and chart and axis title, and the data label. So these are the elements of the chart. So different elements and the different types of charts. So also prepare for this, because there is a question answers that is given, list 7 chart elements and list 5 chart types. Already I have discussed, just now I told you. Now fill in the blanks. We have to understand a chart is a dash of data. So the answer is graphical representation of data. A chart is a graphical representation of data in which data is represented by symbols. Okay. Second is the 3 tabs that are available under inserting the chart in the spreadsheet are dash, that is a design, layout, and format. Okay. So that is with the charts, and then let's move forward with that was, what was the topic? The topic was sort and filter data. Okay, that was sorting and filtering data actually. So the fill in the blanks is this: sort helps you to arrange the selected data either in what, either in ascending or descending order, isn't it? So the answer is ascending and descending. Using filter, you can, this is the same thing children, I've pasted it over here. Using filter, you can extract data based on conditions. Okay. Then sort option is available in the dash group, that is available under the sort and filter group, and the filter option is also available under the same group, that is sort and filter group, and that's the reason it has the name sort and filter group. Okay, so for both the things we have the same answer. Then calculating data across worksheets, how we can calculate data from different worksheets is what we have learned. And the fill in the blanks that we have is 3. Switch window option is available in dash group. Okay, that was switch window was under the view group. Okay, so let me go to over here, and the group there. So this is a tab. Okay, this is a view tab, and under the group, that is window group. Okay, that is the group. This is a tab and this is a group. So that is a window group. So window. Okay, Windows group or window. Then the second one was linking cells from different worksheets and spreadsheet. Now worksheet means basically workbook children. Okay, there are different technical, we call it, certain terms are like, have different name but the same meaning. So workbook over here is actually worksheet, and the spread, when we refer to spreadsheet, it is actually the the sheets that we have under the workbook. Okay, so linking cells from different worksheets or spreadsheet help you to summarize data from different sources. Okay, linking data helps you to keep information dash, that is up to date. This fill in the blanks makes no uh, sense, but still up to date without editing at multiple locations. Okay, then sharing worksheet data, that was, I guess that is the last part that we have. Okay, that's the last part, and we have 2 fill in the blanks, that is share workbook option is available in dash workbook under the review tab, that is the changes group. Okay, changes group under the review tab. Shared workbook don't allow dash dash and, okay, now this is a bigger one. Shared workbooks, if you share the workbook, what is not allowed? That is merging cell is not allowed, that's the first one. Conditional formatting is not allowed. Inserting pictures is not allowed, and or that is condition for inserting pictures, or you can say uh, or graphs. Okay, inserting pictures and graphs, that is not allowed children. Okay, so that was the solution children. I have already have generated the PDF file for this one, so I'm going to send the PDF file to you. So you can go ahead and do it in your fair copy, in your notebook, and for your upcoming exam whenever we have. Okay, so prepare well. It is all very simple. This entire subject 402 itself is very simple. It's all very basics about Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Now we are going to work. Next chapter is based on PowerPoint, and these are the applications that you have worked previously. So it is just a 30-mark theory paper that you're going to have for your board exam, and you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be losing even a half of the mark from the out of 30. Okay, everybody has to score 30 out of 30, and 70 is the practical, because this is more about, this is a skill subject. So your practical knowledge will be tested more as compared to your theory knowledge. Okay, so your practical knowledge is what will be tested more, and that is of 70 marks, and 30 marks you have the theory part, 70 marks you have the practicals. So 70 marks is something you're going to get it through the practical exam, which will be in our school. So just prepare yourself very well practically. If you know it practically, then theoretically you can do it very easily. Just certain which options are available under which groups is what you have to understand, is what you have to keep in your mind, and that's it. It's all pretty simple. Okay, so that's it today, children. Bye for now.